Zohar so interesting. So we're just going to continue to some Zohar, okay? Okay, we talked about why is it called Ben Sipor. So we said a few reasons. One of them is that is we call his father, where he came from. He came from Yitro, and Yitro was like a bird. Why? Because he like jumped out of all of the surroundings of idol worshiping, and he flew into, and he converted, became Jewish. That's one thing. Another thing is we said that Balak had a bird, which is Tzipor, and his bird, he made it through, some type of Avodah Zarah rituals. He did some incense offering, and then this ruach went into the bird, and he was able to ask the bird certain things. Should I do this? Should I do that? All these kind of things, okay? And then at one point he's like, let's fly the bird to the Jewish people and try to take them down, And then the bird came, and then the bird didn't come back for some time. And then eventually it came back, and he said, "What happened?" And he said, "Listen, you can't touch them, dude, because they're blessed from God. You can't do anything to them." Okay, that's what we were saying yesterday. And it came back with an herb, some type of herb in its mouth. Okay, we said yesterday. Okay, now where are we? Let me see.
With the pillar of fire, it came out. Is that the bird?
Did we say that yesterday?
Pillar of fire, I thought it was.
When? When he came to the Jewish people. Yeah. I don't think we said that yet, but I think you're right. Okay, there was a Ruach HaTum, and I went into it into the questions. Okay, and the bird revealed him all these different things that he wanted to know. Okay, now the case was he did a certain Maisek Shafim. Which means he did witchcraft with the bird, and then the bird was flying in front of him, and then it went to Gilui Einaim, which we said it went and started flying to Galui Einaim, which basically it's a malach called Azah. Okay, that fell from the heavens to the earth, and it was found on the dark mountains of the Shalshelet of Barzel, which means the chain of iron. You know what that means? That's what it says, okay? What is it? What does it actually mean? What does the word chain of iron mean? In a mountain, I guess, I don't know, some type of spiral of iron. I don't know. And then it told the bird, okay, it told Balak through the bird certain things to know. Okay? And then the bird came back, then came to Balak and told him what he heard from the angel. And all of the words and the implications.
Sounds like Mr. Ford.
What does that mean?
The guy who invented the automobile.
The what?
Ford, Ford automobile?
Yeah, what about him?
He was a big anti-Semite.
Yeah, sometimes people did these rituals. What is our rituals?
He invented the automobile. That was a big.
Okay, let's continue. So now, Yom Achada Avar Avdoi. One day he did a certain thing with his kishuf, which is witchcraft, with the bird, to know about the Jewish people and their actions. Okay, what's the deal with the Jewish? Basically, Balak's like hanging out with his Avodah Zarah bird. He's like, what's the deal with the Jewish people? What's their deal? Okay, fine.
Why they control everything?
Yeah, why do they say someone said they wanted to convert, so they said you can't just convert. It's a big deal. You have to the whole Torah, and you have to do this, and you have to own a bank. They said which bank do you own? It's the West Bank. Okay. Now, it's a good line.
Oh, right. That's not the bank I was thinking of.
Yeah. Okay, now the bird started flying and it went. Okay, and then it didn't come back for some time. And then basically Balak was like a little upset what's going on. Until it came back. Because of its pain of Balak, the other side, the Klippas came and they gave an answer. As it says, okay, what does that mean? That he saw what you're saying. He saw a flame of fire, a pillar of fire, which is the power of the Kedusha that nullifies all of the weaker powers of all the Avodah Zarah and Sitra Achra, okay? Now, Tasa Achre Tzipor, it flew after the bird, and it burnt the bird's wings. Okay? which means leremesh lital koach apriha shebiknei. Basically, what does that mean? It took away its power of flying. V'gam nisarfu kanfei v'kochot hachitzonim ve'en shum koach mo'il k'neged Yisrael. Which, and then basically the power of all of the Sitra Achra got destroyed to show there's no power against the Jewish people. You can't overpower them, no matter how many Arab nations attack. We're just gonna win. That's how it is. Okay, God's on our side. We have the power of kedusha. End the story. Okay. What is it?
You read that?
Well, no, I think we just were right before that. Maybe we didn't read it. Did we read it?
I don't know, unless I just.
You knew it, no? We just knew it. Okay.
No, I feel like we read.
Kedain chama mad chama. Okay, he saw what he saw. Oh, we did read this yesterday. Okay, over the Chil Bikamai Israel. And therefore Balak was afraid of the Jewish people, as it says in the Pasuk, Vayigam Moab Mipnei.
Why is it bothering him?
What? What's why? Why
Why is he obsessing with Jewish people? Like, what's his problem? Oh, because Jews are coming to take over his land?
Yeah.
That's the story?
Because he saw the Sikha.
But they were not coming to attack him.
And they asked, what is the name of this bird? And he said, it's Yidua. Yidua is his name, okay? Why? It says in the Torah that you're not allowed serving of and Yidoni. So Yidoni is basically Yidua, okay? That is the Avodah Zarah. It's a machlokes. What is the Avodah Zarah of Yidoni? Some people say it means the bird that Balak had.
The what?
The bird that Balak had, okay? Okay, Zero Keshida, this is according to the Rambam, that says Yidoni is the bird, that his name is Yidua. Not like Rashi, Masechet Sanhedrin, that is the name of a chaya, a certain animal. Okay, I think the chaya, what happened was, I think what I remember the opinion is, if I'm not mistaken, is that there was certain animals that were found in the north of Israel, and they had a string that were attached to the ground, and the animal couldn't move from the spot. But if you cut the string, the animal dies, and you take. So I think it's teeth or a bone, and you put it in your mouth, and then you could speak prophecies. So that's what Esav did. Okay, that's another. Everyone who uses this word and knows how to use this bird, that he did the Maisa of Yidoni, lo yadin cherashur kama dahava yadapalag. They don't know all of the what they call it, the witchcraft, like Balak knew. Like if you tried doing what he did, you didn't even know even a little bit of it. He just did so much higher level of witchcraft. He knew the whole wisdom of witchcraft. Okay, and there was no one like the smartness of him in that area. Therefore, he's called the Ben Tzipor, because he's the Chacham of the Tzipor more than everyone else. All the wisdom of this word he would know. Okay. This is what he did. Okay.
He was also a king, though.
Yeah.
King of Moab.
What is it?
He's a king of Moab.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Which king is Balak? Melech Moab.
Yeah. I mean, he was not from Moab.
Yeah.
גחין כפל והשפיל עצמו לפניה כמי שמתגולל שעושה עצמו כעני. Now what did he do with the bird? He bowed down in front of the bird to make himself like a poor person in front of the bird. Okay?
How big was the bird?
But I'm saying, v'katir ktar, and then he did ktaret in front of the bird. Chafei reshi v'gachin. He covered his head, and then he bent himself over. V'amar, and he said the following thing. He said a certain name of tuma. Okay, like we have in the other religions, like Islam, Christianity, is full of tuma. Basically, the things they do is just connected to impurities. Okay, so whatever impurity he said. Okay, and then it says Iu Amar Ha'am. Okay, and then Balak said before the nation, which is Lashon Bizayon Lamar Shehem Am Ba'alma, they're just a nation. Tzifa Itiv Israel.
Who, the Jews are just a nation?
I think, wait, let's see. What? Oh, yeah. V'achakach Ihu Amar Ha'am. And then he said, the Balak said, "Bipnei ha'am," because of the nation, which is putting down the nation, saying that they're just a nation. And then the bird came back and he said, "No, Israel." What does that mean? Hashiv lo mipnei bnei Israel, because the she'otiyot li rosh, letters of, to me, is the head. Israel is the head. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, Lashon Shara, which means the ruler or the minister. That's what the word Israel means. Li Rosh. Okay, that the bird said that the Jewish people, Israel, is important.
It's Rosh.
It's the head. Word important one. Now it says Ihu Amar Ma'od. Balak said, Omar mipnei am me'od. He said, before the nation they are a lot, which means Shehem Rabbim b'derech hateva lechen hem mitkabrim. He said the reason why Israel is strong because you have a lot of them.
Really, we're like the smallest nation.
Yeah, I know. Well, I see the Goyim have all types of svaras. Okay. Now, v'tzipra ativ Rav, and the tzipor answered, it's Rav, meaning it doesn't mean that it's me'od, rather it's Rav. Al shum Rav ila'an azil bahu. Because it goes according to Rav Elyon, which is a Shem that goes inside of the Jewish people. It's that they win because Hashem is inside of them. 70 times they fly here and there. Okay? Basically, what happened was 70 times he basically made the bird fly from here to there. Kikol esek chochmazu hu v'chidot v'razim. All of these wisdoms are with chidot, which means riddles and hints. And he wanted to test out l'chen iu amar dal. When Balak said the word dal, which basically means that they are poor, dalim means poor. Tzifra amar Rav, he said no, they are great. They are very important. Kedain dechil, as did Balak, and then Balak was afraid. The Ichtiv, it says in the pasuk, Vayegar mo'olav bnei Adam mo'od ki Ravhu vadai. Basically now he says, now Balak was afraid that the Jewish people are a lot. Okay. What time is it now? 103. One more paragraph. Well, we could just finish this later.
1303.
Okay, now. Is a sefer that they write different types of witchcraft from an angel, which we don't say the name, Kasadi. Okay, I'm not saying the full name.
The name of the bird?
Of an angel. There's an angel called Kasadi, and then Hashem's name at the end. Okay, so that sefer talks about different witchcrafts. Okay, of this angel. He was able to go to the one that was appointed over all of the people, all of the things doing witchcraft. And he understood how this bird work of Yud'oini that other people did not understand. Okay? Over there it says that Sifra Dahav Avdin Le Bezimin Yadain. The bird, this bird, he would do it with it at specific times that he knows. And he did not do the action of the bird in one day because of Me'orav B'Dahava. He did it like silver that's mixed in with gold. Because Kesef is the power of the sun, and gold is the power of the moon. And he basically wanted to make what he was doing with both powers of the sun and the moon together to get powers from both the sun and the moon. Which means the beginning was the head was with the gold. Okay, that came from the moon alone. Puma the Kesef, the mouth was of silver, which is the power of the sun. The wings they made from the choshet, from copper, kalal, shehu psol, because which basically it's not as good because it's the psolet of the gold, the remnants of the gold that were mixed with the silver. They are connected both those powers of the wings. The body was gold.
The bird.
Yeah, menukeret and notza shala benakurat kesef. The feathers were put in like with silver. The feet were gold. Okay, and the main thing was done, okay, through the shavim befuma lishan dahutzi yidur, that the shishmo befia, that the name in your mouth lashon shel tzipor nikat yidua, which is called yidua, was a lashon hayitam in the bed b'hashpat koch ha'kochavim b'horet kochan lamata. Okay, was a min shishmo befia lashon shel. Oh, he made a tongue, so to speak. That's called yidua, and with this tongue, he would speak to with the shefa of the power of the stars and the power that they bring down below. Okay, and he put the bird in a certain window. Okay, the witness in the window. Okay, and the day opened the window for the sun that was ruling in the day to draw down the power of the sun into the bird, solar energy. In the night, he opened it up for the moon, okay, which rules at night and to draw down the power of the moon into the bird. So I guess really the truth is you could have solar energy and you could have lunar energy, l'chora, that could power your thing. That's really what it is.
Sounds like one of the Rabbi Nachman stories,
Yeah, exactly.
You need to
And then he would do Ktoret, okay? He would do incense and he would do kshafim. He would do witchcraft. The Oman, the Shimsha, and the day he would must be at the Shemesh Shiten Mikocho Batzipor. He would swear to the sun that he give the power to the bird, and the night he would swear to the moon that he give the power to the bird. And he would do it for 70 days. Okay, one last point is, from then on, the tongue of the bird was mekashkesh b'fi hatzipor. It started moving but couldn't talk. Therefore, we call this tongue b'machata dahava. Menakdim et lashon b'machat shel zahav. They put some type of golden machat, is like a needle in it, and then through that it would start talking a lot, very big things. The kol havayada balak b'tzipor da. Balak knew all this about the bird. What is it?
Sounds like AI.
Is it AI? Is AI coming from the koch of the power of the bird or what?
He built like
What's
this
the deal?
computer.
Supercomputer, yeah, the supercomputer can answer a question. Therefore, he's called Ben Sipor because he was a master in the wisdom of the bird, of all of the aspects of it. So he saw things a man cannot know, that he cannot see. Okay, this is what he did with the bird. Okay, I'll pause it here. Any questions?
Interesting.